This trip is about real-world experience. We're meeting a group from L20 College in Liverpool to take them outside the classroom and into our learning environment. So over the past 15 years, this is where and how we've learned firsthand about hospitality. We knocked on doors and found people to collaborate with, producers with their own experience and passion and stories to tell. It's where our principles around food and drink took shape. They've done the work in college to get to this point. Now it's about phase 2, about finding their own way forward. We want to give them a different perspective, introduce them to new experiences, so they can work out with confidence what drives them through what drives us.
Makes you appreciate where you're at.
I don't have the words to say how much I enjoyed it.
Pick up the open book massively.
Got the swag walk.
Got my magical mystery tour socks on.
So we've got L20 College coming in for the day. We're going to take them around some suppliers that we've used over the years at Liverpool, at Marram, show them around, behind the scenes.
Our first stop takes us to Gwinllan Conwy. We love this wine, as do the top chefs and local restaurants. There's a whole community that help with the pruning and harvesting across the year. But it's Colin and Charlotte that anchor this place, cultivating award-winning wine year in, year out, through their patience, knowledge and hard work.
So that's Welsh slate, shale. It drains this water out of this field very, very quickly. So the vines can get their roots through the shale and get their water back. But when they bring the water back, they also bring minerals and nutrients back into the vine. And those minerals have an effect on the flavours.
For the L20 students, it's a theory in winemaking, but it's also about this shared effort and skill and dedication required to build something successful from the ground up.
So when you go and have that cheese later today, or when you go and have those oysters, there's a story behind all of them, you know? And that's what we're trying to create here. There's a story behind everyone.
Yeah, really interesting. I think some of the things that the students learnt today they would never have known beforehand. So yeah, can't wait to pair it with the food later.
Next we're swapping vines for kids as we head west over to Bethesda to Cosyn Cymru. Housed in a transformed chapel, this small dairy offers students a glimpse into the passions and skills behind artisanal production.
I always refer to Carrie as like the Willy Wonka of cheap chocolate making.
Yeah, we're Cosyn Cymru. We're very small scale, really small scale, but we make mainly with sheep's milk. Try and use as much local product as possible.
Is anyone not wanting cheese? That's me.
It's you under the bus then. For the students, this visit's an exploration of craft and curiosity, balancing science and skill.
One big focus on towards the food side, but there's a real science behind it.
That's why I really like it, because it's a really good mixture between, science and art.
I love your passion, Carrie. Carrie has a product that changes seasonally. It completely depends on the flavours and content of the unpasteurised milk. It needs experience and adaptability to create a consistent finished product that allows cheese to find its bright and delicate flavour.
Well, I think at that stage in their careers, it's really important to see that what is available. There's a whole suite of sort of small-scale producers now who are, doing their very best to use local ingredients and to produce really high-quality products. If they know that's there and are aware of that, then they can incorporate that into their daily routines, and we rely on you.
It's a lesson in entrepreneurship and community building, seeing how an artisanal producer can revitalise space and build local connections.
So what I want to get out of these days is learning about the local produce in Wales, seeing how it goes from farm to table or from vineyard to bottle to the restaurant, just seeing the process that it all goes through.
I see this benefit in the curriculum at the college because it brings a community together and everything.
A short distance away in Tregarth, we visit Going for Change and shift the focus from the finished product to the beginning, the soil.
The Growing for Change is a small market garden. We mostly grow salads, It's marketing. But it's for people in recovery from drinking alcohol. That's kind of why it was set up.
It offers the students a different perspective on the food cycle, but more so, working with the land offers more than just food to eat. It's through the structure of growing, small tasks, small wins, teamwork, that Growing for Change provides support for those in recovery.
I don't feel happy these days unless my hands are dirty, to be honest with you. Then I know I'm doing all right.
It provides a great example of how food can go hand in hand with social purpose.
I've had a paid job here, haven't I? I'm the first other employee. I've been volunteering here for 6 years, but that's what we've been building up to do, isn't it? And we want to be able to do more of that. So by buying our stuff, you're actually supporting that and supporting jobs, as well. It's all linked, isn't it, in your local community? It's all linked.
It's a system that values people and produce equally, creating something sustainable, supportive and rooted in community. We leave the mainland behind and cross over to Innismore with its scenic coastline and rugged coves. We're heading to the north end of the island, to Dullas, to meet a Cwt Cig, a family farm navigating change in succession. Over the years it's been known for its goat's cheese, then adding the Cwt Cymru, its smokery. The focus is now on goat's meat, with Fionn leading this new chapter.
I actually had triplets born this morning, so have some cuddles if you want. You don't have to touch any of the animals, but you can if you want.
Just got to pull it back before you go.
Yeah, I will be doing a head count before you all leave.
Fionn has taken the reins from her family. The knowledge is passed down, but just as importantly, the product is reshaped and reimagined.
He wants to retire and do a lot less and then work for me, and I've decided I don't want to be a cheesemaker. I'm definitely more into my meat side of things, so I'm going to be focusing on the goat meat side of the business, and that's what we'll be carrying forward over the next few years, and focusing on smokery as well.
This visit provides the students with a case study in business adaptation and evolution. Talking to Fionn as she manages the farm offers insights into the challenges and rewards of modern farming, balancing tradition with the need to innovate.
Really nice to know that things have been grown on Anglesey, and you can trace it back to that wherever farm it's come from, and a lot of the farmers around here are really lovely, and the welfare that goes into the animals is really high. For people just to understand what goes into creating some products that then you would get to cook with, what goes into creating the meat, what goes into getting the flour, what goes into getting your milk, that you've just got the backstories of everyone who's out there working, and then you're then working as well to create something that ties everything together that could be whole British made.
So you can tell that story, it becomes part of who you are, and people, a tourist or even people locally, when they want to kind of come inside that circle, they want to experience what Anglesey is. They'll come and eat with us, we'll send them to you. And also, like with the other producers visited so far, by signposting other artisans and recommending cafes and restaurants. Each have demonstrated the strength of collaboration and community support in building a resilient local food economy. It's a real example of how values like care, quality and connection to place remain constant even as businesses evolve.
Within a 20-mile radius, we've been to
20 miles,
so many different producers today, some amazing products, some amazing food, and the stories behind it as well.
Gives me more of an insight how to find local suppliers and stuff, and I've just found the whole experience really interesting as a chef.
As the first day draws to a close, we return to base, back to Marram, with bags packed full of produce and stories still fresh in our heads.
So we're back at Marram, settled in for the evening, a couple of teas, coffees, and then we're going to crack in to a bit of an interactive dinner.
So, if you go to college, a bunch of college students to Anglesey, you may as well get them to cook your dinner for you. There's no point in me doing it, is there? We've been over to Fionn with the goats, so we've brought back some lovely diced leg meat. I'm just going to knock up a nice casual curry.
This is where everything starts to settle. The learner moves from the fields into the kitchen.
Just hopefully cook up a nice meal for everyone to eat after a busy day of travelling around.
Cooking here isn't just about dinner on the table. It's a chance to work together, to learn by doing. Roles shift naturally, some take the lead, others find the rhythm in support. There's conversation, collaboration, and small moments of confidence being built step by step.
You know, for our first educational tour to be with the college that I was once a student at some 11, 12 years ago, to be able to give that opportunity back, to be able to give some of that knowledge back, means an awful lot.
It is nice when it comes full circle and you're an ex-student, you know, showing our students what to do. Brilliant. And it shows you how far you can go as a student.
And around the table, something more opens up. Over shared plates and honest food, the stories start to flow. It's a time to get to know each other better, us and them. To talk about the day, to reflect on what's resonated, ask questions, and to hear where each person is at in their life, training or career. The meal becomes a space for connection, not just with the produce, but with each other. A reminder that good food is a way of breaking down walls. And sometimes, the most meaningful learning happens over dinner.
So it's day 2 of our magical mystery tour. So we've just fed the students. We're going to crack in about 10 AM into a lovely little cookery school. We're going to be making a little shellfish bisque with them, which will tie in quite nicely with the curriculum they're doing back at the college, but it'll also tie in quite nicely with some sweet little nods to the places that we went yesterday.
This section connects directly to the college curriculum, but it's been approached in our way. Rooted in the day before, grounded in this place, and shaped by the people in the room. It's not just about learning outcomes, it's about making the curriculum feel real and relevant to here and now.
Kez has been with me now for 4 or 5 years, on and off. So it's really nice to see Kez, who was an ex-student at L20, take the lead, develop the programme himself, created this programme and he's pushed it.
Real quick.
Hey, Marram! No. It's coming from him and that's great because it's the style that I've always enjoyed about college, education, quality food, sustainability. So to see Kez over the 5 years progress into that same passion and then deliver and make it his own is, yeah, it's fantastic, you know.
3, 2, 1.
Why did you say
We cook again, this time a bisque inspired by local seafood. With a chance to build on yesterday's skills, revisit the flow of the kitchen and bring new ingredients into the mix. But more than that, it gives space for leadership, collaboration, and for each person to think about how they show up in the team.
So we're just browning off all of the veg for the bisque. So it's fennel, celery, garlic, onion, fennel seed, coriander seed, star anise, all nice deep aniseedy flavours to work and pair well with the shellfish, of course. Now we'll get the shellfish roasting off in the oven, just get a nice deep caramelising. Add them in, cover it with the tomato puree, the brandy, cook it out for like a long time, attract all the flavour, and then we'll pair it with our Anglesey mussels and it'll be tasty.
As the bisque simmers, so does the reflections.
The level of enrichment that the students are getting at the minute, second to none in comparison to a lot of other courses. This is real life. The training to do what they're actually doing right now. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you, the type of skills they're going to learn today and what they're going to get out of being here with Liam and Ellis and Kieran, especially with the level 3s they're going to leave this year. And obviously they're going to go into the big wide world of hospitality and catering, and what better way to teach them than being actually in one for 2 days and learning about the produce, the quality, the skills.
So this is the first time you've actually been away with college, enrichment trip? Yeah.
Getting used to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting used to staying out. Like I don't usually do. It's been fine so far.
Yeah. So you've had the resilience to come out with the college and spend, you know, two days away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and learn something new. Yeah. What would you say to other students at college after you've done this?
Just do it.
Just do it.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Drinking up the best now. Make sure none of the food goes to waste. But yeah, it was a lovely dish to make, and it's really lovely to eat.
To be honest with you, I'm not really a big lover of mussels, but they're quite nice actually. They're sweet, they taste sweet and nice. The bisque is beautiful, like, so it's nice, really nice.
This is education reimagined. Still ticking boxes, but doing it in a way that means something, that helps each participant see their own progress and recognise their potential. Not just as learners, but as people. Did anybody keep up with that?
No.
You were our numbers guy before, Louis. What happened?
Got it wrong.
You did that.
Nice little session. We're gonna pack up and go to the beach to spend the afternoon with probably our longest supplier and one of our closest friends, Sean, who does the wonderful mussels and oysters.
From the land back to the sea, we end our journey at the water's edge on the Menai Strait. Here, students learn about the sustainable nature of mussels and oysters.
So we've just been to Sean's house, where he's got the production set up, the tanks, come to the beach to finish off a beautiful few days. Let me look at the view.
It's completely, totally different to Liverpool, I must say. It is a beautiful view.
Makes you appreciate where you are, aside from the produce, just the view itself. It's just it's good to take it all in.
What's really hit home is it isn't just a business, that's their way of life. It's like Sean, that's his house, this is his way of life. Same with Colin, same with Fionn. It's showing them different avenues and different doors and different stories, isn't it?
What do you need to do to help you today, Sean? How can you get them involved? This isn't industrial scale production. It's more about patience, observation and respect for the environment. Shellfish are something else. The farming can be carbon negative and they contribute to water quality and biodiversity while providing a sustainable food source.
If you have a more of an understanding of the processes involved, you tend to appreciate things a bit more. Normally you stand there listening to music and just drifting away in your own little world.
Standing at the water's edge and listening to Sean, hearing about his slow, deliberate approach, offers a powerful contrast to the faster-paced industries and highlights the long-term value of sustainable practices.
If you just think to yourself, oh, it just comes off a shelf in a supermarket, you don't think of the actual processes involved. You're working with nature rather than against it. You know, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to be as close to nature as you can, and the shellfish are.
It's a final reminder that even the small elements of food systems can have a significant impact.
We've spent 2 days with 3 chefs who are in the industry day in, day out. So I think again that for the student shows a different side of what being a chef's all about, rather than just being in the kitchen.
Yeah, community, sustainability, local produce,
traceability.
Yeah, working with employers, working with the local community to get the products that what we've seen over the last few days. It's been such a good experience.
As the L20 students head back, they carry more than just memories of North Wales. They return with the practical skills sharpened, confidence boosted, and a clearer sense of their own capabilities and future paths.
It's very special to be a part of this trip and everything. I don't have the words to say how much I've enjoyed it.
It's been really eye-opening because there's not many times back in Liverpool where I get to experience these types of things, like going to a goat farm, going oyster fishing, just these types of things you don't get to see often. So you need to take it all in and use it all on your menus, for example. But
what's the thing you've gained from these past 2 days?
Confidence.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Because I wouldn't usually come on these trips.
Yeah.
And then talking to just strangers yesterday, I think I've opened up massively.
This journey has shown that learning outside the traditional classroom, rooted in real experience and genuine interactions, can be profoundly impactful. It sparks curiosity, builds connections and encourages personal growth. It's a reminder that education can be dynamic, engaging and deeply relevant to the world beyond the college walls.